Hello guys! Nagluluto ako guys. Good morning, Shello. Shello Lucero 29. Yes, I'm cooking actually. There, I'm cooking. How are you? Hello. I'm actually cooking seaweed soup. I am actually cooking seaweed soup now. This is seaweed soup. And now I'll try to cook. This is the mackerel. So I'll try to cook mackerel now. How are you there, guys? Maybe I'll try to put you in here. Is it okay? Yes, like that. Or maybe you will fall down. Which is better? I think here is better. Like this. Oh, thank you so much. I just woke up. And my eye bags are really big. So I'll try to use this one. This is a mackerel, guys. I'll try to cook the mackerel. Good morning. Ayushon beat. Okay, I'll try to check it later. Ayushon beat. This one is actually beef, but it is actually already cut in strips already. So kukuri. This is kukuri kogi, and I already cut this. So I'll just try to put it in my seaweed soup. I tried to boil the beef so that it will be more softer because of my children. It should be softer. So I boiled it for 1 hour. 1시간 삶았어. 1시간 삶았어. The 코꼬리 소고기 1시간 삶았어. 그래야 너무 부드러워. And then I'll just put it in the seaweed soup. If you can see, guys, this is the seaweed soup, and then this is the beef, this is the seaweed soup. Yeah, this one is the seaweed soup. So I'm actually trying to put the and this is the remaining one, so I still have another, so I can actually still put it on my next seaweed soup. Yeah, I'll try to put it again on my next seaweed soup. I actually lowered down the aircon because it's really hot. It's hot, so I just lowered down the aircon. And I'll try to cook this one, guys. This is the kudungo. Kudungo is mackerel. How are you there, guys? And then I'll just put this one. This is the salt. I'll try to put some salt. Today I have a lot of laundry and I need to fold it, all of it. Yes, I speak in English. Ayushi, not Ayush. Is that your ID, Ayushi? Yes, I'm speaking in English. Hi, I love Twilight Spark. Good to see you. I'll try to cook mackerel. This is mackerel. I'll try to fry it. Today is Sunday and tomorrow it is Monday and we need to go to work again. So later after I cook, I'll try to go to the park and I'll do walking exercise. This is the mackerel, guys. I do like this if I am cooking something so that, you know, it will not go to my face, the oil. Because oil is really scary. It is really hot today, guys, and maybe later I'll try to go in the park. Yesterday, I received an emergency call from my family in the Philippines because my mom was not feeling really well and they actually took her to emergency yesterday because she was not really feeling well. So So they actually gave my mom a first aid, and it was IV fluid, and the IV fluid is with a lot of antibiotics. Yeah, so they put a lot of, and then they gave some medicines to her also. Let's fold the clothes. My eye bag is really big. I have my big eye bags. Let's fold the clothes now because I need to fold these clothes. See, there are lots of clothes actually, so I need to fold all of these clothes because we are four in our family, so actually I need to fold another two later. And if you can see, guys, there is my other. So we are living in an apartment, and this is my other clothes rack. And later I will actually still need to fold it. Yeah. And there are another one. I need to do all of it. Later, I'll try to do it later. Yeah, so that is also my another laundry. And I need to fold all of it because it will be Monday tomorrow. Yeah. And this is my laundry. I have a lot of laundry today to fold. These are the towels. Hi Ramsu Chichinaima, how are you? Good morning. I just woke up. Actually, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I already cook the seaweed soup. Yeah, I already cooked the seaweed soup, and then I'm frying fish now, right now. And there's a lot of clothes to fold today, so before I go to the park to exercise, I try to fold all of it first. Yesterday, my family in Philippines, they're actually calling me. And they don't actually call me that way yesterday, but yesterday it was actually sounds a little bit strange when they're calling me yesterday, because it's like a bit I can feel the urgent for them to call me. So I actually end my live yesterday, and then when I ended my live, I called them right away. And when I finally was able to contact them, they said that my mom needs to be in the hospital. They need to take her to the hospital as emergency case because she is actually vomiting and she doesn't feel good, and my mom is already on her 80s. So they found out, so they took her to emergency in hospital, and they found out that there is a high infection in her blood. So they gave her some IV fluid, antibiotics, the first aid antibiotics. They gave her for like a couple of hours. And then actually her body responded very well through the IV fluid antibiotics, and the doctor says that it is a really good result, because some of the old folks, you know, their body is actually rejecting, they're trying to reject the medicine into your body, so it cannot actually, um, even though there is an antibiotics already, then if their body rejects it, then it is not a good sign. So when the doctor gave the IV fluid, the antibiotics IV fluid to my mom, they're actually examining it if it will be okay and if her body will not reject it. And the good thing about it is, you know, her body didn't reject it. It is really hot, guys. But then I actually turned on my aircon, but I'm still sweating a little bit because I'm cooking right now while I'm folding the clothes. So it's a little bit hot. And then it's a good thing that they actually discharge my mom after maybe whole day, after a whole day. So she needs to stay in the hospital for whole day. So from the morning, because I was having live yesterday at 8 a.m. in the morning. I did live yesterday and they're actually calling me around before 9 a.m. And it was kind of urgent. It felt like it's not the normal call that I usually receive from my family in the Philippines. So I actually ended my live, and when I did, yeah, I'm actually, I was actually a little bit nervous about the result, because actually if we are already old, and some of my friends, their mom is already gone and they're already passed away, and my friend's mom, her mom passed away last year, and her mom actually vomit something like black color, and then her poop also is color black. So while I was talking to my friend, I asked her, what are the signs before your mom passed away? And actually, she told me that her mom, 1 week before she passed away, actually, it was just last year actually. She told me that her mom vomit black, something like black color, and they didn't know why she vomited black color, and her poop also is color black. So yesterday when my sister is calling me and she was telling me, oh my god, mom is vomiting black color, and her poop also is a little bit color black. So I was actually very shocked, and I was really sad about it, and I'm really nervous because I'm thinking about it already, and there are my two friends whose their mom already passed away. My other friend's mom passed away 2 years ago, and she said the same thing to me, that her mom just vomited something like black thing like that, and the color is black. And when I heard about it, actually, I was afraid, because my mom is actually the one who takes care of my children. She actually stays here in Korea for 6 years while I was working, because I need to work also, because we are not actually a rich family here in Korea. We're just average family also. So yesterday when I got the news, I'm actually having this thinking in my mind already. Oh, thank you so much. It's good that you can actually you can actually understand it. Sometimes I speak in Tagalog and it is our original language in oh, it is our original language in Philippines. It is Tagalog. Yeah. I hope that my mom will be okay because they already gave her antibiotics, but I'm still very scared. So, and my mom and dad, they don't have any work anymore, so we need to, also support them for their medicines. But at least we are able to support them, and we are really thankful that that we are healthy and we can work and we have our own salary. I think it's like a payback time to our parents because our family, we have 7 siblings in our family, and my mom raised us alone because my dad needs to work in Saudi Arabia as a truck driver, just for us to be able to, so that he can be able to provide for his family in the Philippines. So he needs to, go to other country for like almost 20 years. He went to Saudi Arabia for 20 years as a truck driver. And my dad was really responsible, even though now he has a dementia and he cannot actually, he cannot remember our names. Sometimes I am actually the youngest in the family, and sometimes he is calling me in other names, like my sister's name is Christina and the other name is Christina, and he's actually calling me, "Oh, Christy, you called me." My dad is telling me, "Dad, it is not Christina, it is me, your youngest." I'm telling her. I'm telling him. And then she's telling me, "Ah, is it you? Oh, I think you look the same with your sister." And then he's telling me like that. So he has a dementia already, so he cannot actually remember. He has a short term memory. So he can remember just like one situation in his life, and then suddenly it is gone. He cannot actually remembers it. Yeah. I'll just check my fish. Yeah, so even though I know that we need to accept that actually they will be gone in this earth also, because that is our life here on earth. We just have one life, and we actually need to accept it. But I think, you know, because being the youngest, I'm really very close to my mom and dad. And maybe it will be really hard for me if it happens. But then I'm trying to prepare myself also because they're already 80 years old and my mom is in her 82. She's 82 years old already. Ah, thank you so much, Ayushin Bat. Your my mom and dad, they are already have my dad has a dementia, so he just have a very short term, and he totally, sometimes he totally forgot everything, and sometimes there's something that will click to his mind that he can actually remember. So while we are talking, like I'm talking to him like, Dad, how are you? And I when I'm talking to him, you know, I'm using three languages. So I use Korean language to my family here in Korea, to my children, and when I talk to my family in Philippines, I'm actually using Tagalog as our main language in our country. And when I'm in my work, as an English teacher. I teach in kindergartens as English teacher, so I'm using English. So sometimes I'm rumbling the words that I'm saying actually, and I cannot remember sometimes. And I was like, it is actually on the tip of my tongue, and suddenly I cannot remember the word that I'm saying is. And I heard about this mommy brain. You know, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said that if you got pregnant and you know you gave birth to your children, and if you are a mom, so because a lot of things you need to take care of, a lot of things, and sometimes it causes you to forget a lot of things, so that's why they called it like mommy brain. Yeah, so maybe I'm having a mommy brain right now. But you know, I really salute all the moms. Not all of them, because there's still bad moms, right? There's still some evil moms, and I watch some of them in YouTube wherein they can actually hurt their children, you know. But there are still a lot of moms who will actually do everything for their family, for their children. And God save your mother, 80 plus age is normal, not fit to all treatments. Some normal illness also need very attention. In time caring is need who stay with us right now. Yeah. I'm praying. I'm praying. Yesterday I was praying after my live actually. I was really nervous and I was really afraid because you know, I don't want to lose my mom and I don't want to lose my dad also. I'm actually the youngest in our family and I'm very close to them. And my dad is very sweet to me. Actually, when I was young, if I want something, if I want some ice cream, even though I know that he cannot actually give everything to my mom, so actually he will give the 3/4 to my mom and he will still have some for his self, some allowance. So he will actually spend his allowance, a little bit of his allowance for me, you know, just so that I can have my ice cream, because I do love ice cream a lot when I was young. And even in my high school days, she will go to the supermarket and she will, you know, buy me an ice cream, and she will call me, she actually called me bunso. Bunso means mangne. Here in Korea, they called it mangne. Mangne is it is called the youngest actually. I'm actually working very hard also because I saw how my dad and my mom, uh, work. They do work hard, really hard for us, 7 children. And we do have another 2 cousins. And my mom actually need to raise them also. So all 9 children. So we are 7. I am the youngest. We are 7, and there are another 2 cousins. They are boys, 2 boys cousin, and they are actually my aunt children. And actually, my aunt need to go to America during that time because he needs to work because he's a widow and he doesn't have anyone to take care of her sons. So he actually asked my mom to take care of her sons, and there are two sons, and she actually take them to my mom, and she asked my mom to, can you please take care of my children because there's no one to support our family. And during that time, our family is a third world country and it's not really rich country. So my aunt actually went to America to work, and she'd been working there, I think, for like more than 10 years. And my mom needs to take care of her nephews, and they are our cousins. So we are actually 9 in our family. So plus with my mom, we are 10. And my dad during that time is already in Saudi Arabia. He was actually a truck driver, a big truck driver. And during that time, my mom also is having a lot of hard time raising us because she was alone and she needs to do farming because we were raised in the province in the Philippines, and she needs to do farming alone, and she needs to raise 9 children including my nephews. So she's really busy all day, cooking and taking care of us, and the laundries. There are lots of laundry also. So yeah, she was a really uh, busy woman during that time. So she actually is telling my dad during that time that, you just left me with too much children. How can I leave the house? my my mom is actually telling like that to my dad when he came back from Saudi Arabia, and he came home. And because we are 7 children including my nephews, we are 9 children. So with the food and the hospital, of course, and then we need to wear something. So everything, all the necessary things that they actually need to buy, it costs a lot for the 9 children. And it was really tough budgeting also for my mom during that time. So I can see during my younger years also, I can already see how hard is it to be a parent, because my dad needs to stay in Saudi Arabia for 20 years, and my mom needs to take care of us 9 children, only him. But then we were able to graduate actually, and up to the university, because of my dad's perseverance to work hard. So now that I'm a parent already, I can see how hard is it, to raise a child, to raise a children. Uh, Before, my dad always told us that if you are a parent, you need to read a book of child psychology. He's always telling us like that because I have my, yes, we are a big family. Nowadays, not possible to maintain more children, only 2 children preferred in India. Here also in Korea, Ram Suji Chinaima, here in Korea, there are lots of couple who doesn't have a child, as in no child marriage, and they prefer it actually because you need to provide a lot of expenses for their education, and of course nurturing the children, taking care of them, and while of course we need to work as a parent. So it was actually not easy. It is like a permanent job. If you're a parent, you're having a permanent job. You need to take care of your children until they are already grow up, and they can spread their wings and have their own life. But still, parents are parents. Even though we are old enough, they will still think about us always, especially my mom. She's always telling us that she's always praying for us, for our safety, for our family and children's safety. Yeah, she's actually so sweet. My mom stayed here in Korea for 6 years, and she also stayed in my other sister's. My eldest sister actually married here in Korea. She married for 30 years now, and she has her own family also. And I've been here in Korea for 20 years, and I actually learned a lot here also. Korea is a growing country, and you can see why. It is a growing country because their people here, their countrymen, is a really hardworking um, people. So that is why. So back to my mom actually. Um, Yesterday, when they called us about it, I actually told my mom that she should be really careful with what she put in her body because my mom loves bread. Actually, it is already a tradition in our country that in the morning we have the pandesal. Pandesal is it is a name of the bread, and it is a little bit salted. There is a salt on it, and it is really good. I love pandesal a lot. It is a main bread in our country, and you can actually take it if you eat it hot in the morning with black coffee or any tea or hot choco. It doesn't matter. But actually, I love Philippines pandesal. That is the main bread in our country. And sometimes I do crave for it, and it's a good thing that there are lots of baker here in Korea who can actually cook good pandesal, and that is oh, they are also a big family. How about you, Ramsuchi Chinaima? Do you have your family already? You know, if you have your own family, you can actually feel the, what is it? The responsibility that, you know, you need to raise a good child and you need to raise them well, and they should be really respectful, respectful person, and they should be a law abiding citizen, you know, because if something happens to them in their life, it will always, you know, uh, it will always be our responsibility actually as a parent, because actually just this month there are 2 high school students in our country, but this is actually already happening in America, wherein there are 2 high school students who took guns. You know, they took guns and they put it in their bags, and then actually the school security guards, they cannot, they didn't know actually that there are guns in the students' bag. There are 2 high school students in our country just this month, and the other student, the other student, uh, he said that the gun is from her aunt. Her aunt is a police officer. So he took the gun of her aunt, who he stays with. They stay with his aunt's family. So maybe he's a rebel child. I don't know why he is staying with his aunt, and where is his mom and his dad. Why he needs to stay with his aunt. And because he can see that, you know, there is a gun, because her aunt is a police officer. And I heard that this student, this boy student, he was being bullied. He was bullied for like maybe continuously by other students, and he was a very quiet student. And he has another friend, maybe he, you know, your friend, you can flock together because you have the same behavior and you have the same thinking, your mentality is the same, so that's why you were able to connect with this person, right? So of course, this guy who was being bullied by other friends and his other classmates, and then he is being friended by this another friend who is experiencing the same thing, and they're a very quiet student, but even though they're quiet, I think there are a lot of things that they are coming to their mind, you know. So during that, when it happened, actually, they just go to in the morning, the security guard just let them pass the security check. They didn't check the bag, actually. So, you know, they just went on with the gate, and then when they actually arrived their rooms, suddenly they just took their guns, and then they're just shooting, you know, everyone they see. They're so, you know, if the students heard the gunshots, and it was actually not really it it rarely happens to our country. I heard a lot of news about gun shooting in America, in schools, actually. But then, you know, here in our country, in our country in the Philippines, you know, it never happened. Yeah. So actually just this month, these two students, they're actually putting it, they're actually just shooting, and it was actually really shocking to all the students. Yeah. So I think nowadays it depends on how you raise your child, you know. If you raise your child like that, I think it is actually not really good. If you raise them spoiled and you didn't discipline them, it is the parents' responsibility. So it's actually not really good. Oh, I'm folding a lot of clothes. I will, I will check my fish. My fish is okay already. And this is actually my seaweed soup. And yesterday I bought this flour, guys. Look at that. This is flour that I bought from the one Kia car manufacturing company belonged to South Korean company very near in my home. Oh, really? Wow, that's good. Ah, you have one daughter and one wife. That's good for you, Ramsu Chichinaima. If you're a parent, actually, you need to do everything that you need, uh, to be able for us to. I'll put it here. Actually, my husband's car is there already, so maybe I will try to end it later. Maybe I'll just do 10 minutes more. Oh, one Kia car manufacturing company belongs South Korean company. Yeah, it's good. Korean company is really good. Yeah. This is a really beautiful flower, right? Yes, I actually bought it. I bought it yesterday. Look at that. And it is real. It's not that expensive actually. This flower. Yeah. This flower is not really expensive. Yeah. I'll have my coffee. This is actually banana. This is saba banana in our country, and it's really good. Yeah, look at this. Oh, my husband is already here. 안녕하세요. I'll actually try to eat the banana, the saba banana. 잘 갔다 왔어, 어제? 응? 어제 잘 갔다 왔어? Here is it, guys. This is the saba banana. I just greet my husband because he's already here at home, so I just greet him. I will try to have some coffee, and I'll try to put this in the oven. It's so pretty flowers. I bought it in Daiso yesterday, and it was really cheap. And this is actually not real flour. This is a synthetic flour. I'll have my coffee. This is the coffee that I have. This is a black coffee, decaffeine Americano coffee. Yeah. I actually have 2 sachets. I actually catch a cold and I'm still taking my cough medicine, but it's actually better. This is honey, guys. Honey. This is actually from my sister. She gave me it as a present last time when we saw each other. Thank you, Ramsuchi Chinaima. This is a black coffee, guys. I really pray that my mom will be okay. And I don't want something to happen to my mom or my dad. We are actually, working hard for them so that we will be able to provide everything that they will need. Oh, I want to have this flower with me. This is really beautiful. Let's have some banana. I don't like to eat rice for now. I just want banana. This is the saba banana. Is it 6 a.m. now in your country, Ramsuchi Chinaima? Did you take your breakfast? This is actually cookie, guys. Look. Oh, it's 4:20 a.m. Sometimes I actually can wake up at 3 a.m. and I will drink some milk or some juice, and I will check my social media for like 10 minutes, and then I will try to go to sleep, and then I will wake up again at 5:30 a.m. Yeah. If you're a parent, we really need to be be careful of what we do, because the children, they will actually mimic what we are doing. They will mimic what are our behaviors. They will mirror it, all of it. They will mirror everything that we are doing actually. So I don't know, these 2 students that is, they actually shoot, right? They shoot all those students, and they're actually like, some of them, they were able to escape. They were able to escape the gun shooting in this school, and it just happened actually just this month. When did it happen? Maybe today is July 10, right? It happened last month. Just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I heard about it, the news. And I was really shocked when I heard it. there are young students in our country and they already have their guns, and it happened in the morning actually. You know, as a parent, we think that it is really safe in school, but then you will have a call from the school that there are actually two girl students who, no, three students who was shot, and then they're dead. And they just got the call from the school that there's actually gun shooting happening in the school. So they need to come to the school, but they didn't tell yet that their children is already dead. Yeah, even though they took them to the hospital, but they're already DOA, dead on arrival. You know, if you're a parent and you think that when you send your children to school they will be safe there because there's a security guard, there are the teachers who can actually take care of your children, right? And you really think that they will be okay in school, and then suddenly you will have this call that mom and dad, there is gun shooting happened here in our school, and we cannot tell all the details yet, but you actually need to come here, and we are just telling you what is happening, but there are no other details on it, because they don't like also to give some burden to the parents coming in school. So maybe they will try to tell them what really happened when they come to school, like that. So it was actually very, alarming. The things that is happening nowadays, it's really alarming. So that's why I think that we as a parent, it is always our responsibility to raise our child to be a law-abiding citizen. We should tell them if they do this kind of action, what will happen and what will be the consequence of their decisions, of their actions, like that. You know what? If I'm drinking coffee, I actually do like this if it's really hot. I cannot actually drink it right away because it's hot. So I need to, use the spoon. The flowers are really beautiful. This is sunflower, guys. Look at that. Ta-da! I bought this also. This is a cheese. Fresh pan cheese. I love this bread a lot. Yeah. So there is a cheese taste on this one because I love cheese also. So I love this. I love the taste of it. This is the cookie that I bought because I met my friend just last week. So I had this cookie, and it is really colorful. It looks really good actually. Pasta. Really good. Anyway, guys, I'll try to end my live now. Thank you so much from Suchichinaima, and who are the other here? From Suchichinaima. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you will have a very good Sunday. Ayushin Beat, and Chongwon Stapilled Tonggong, and I love you. I love Twilight Sparkle. Ayushin Beat, Korowa ay manako in call, and Darciza Acuna. Thank you so much, guys. Shelo Lucero. Shelo Lucero, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you will have a good Sunday. Bye, guys.